Hi, and welcome back to my origami channel. It's been quite a while since I've made an origami instructional video, and I'm very anxious to get started once again. I've been absent due to COVID and also due to the fact that my computer had died, and I want to give a very heartfelt and gracious thanks to my coworker and friend Myra, who sponsored me for a new computer to get up and running again and get some videos out there to you guys. And for today's video, I'm going to show you how to fold this pair of pixie boots or fairies boots, kind of like a Santa elves kind of boot. It's kind of a traditional Japanese model. I'm going to show you how to fold this model today using two $1 bills. And it's a really easy model to fold. There's not that many steps, and it's a great model to give as a gift. It's a great model to give as a tip at a restaurant, etc. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And you can make these out of any denomination bill. I actually have a pair here that I made out of some fake $20 bills. And it's just a cool gift. You could also fold this model using regular paper. You could take a square and fold it in half. It's kind of a 2-to-1 dimension, and it works great on pretty much any kind of paper. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to start with our first bill here, and we're just going to start by just folding George in half, this short end to short end. And on this model here, I'm gonna use really firm creases because the dollar bills, like I said before, have a tendency to unfold over time. So I'm using a bone folder, and I'm doing real sharp creases on this, and it'll help the model just to kind of stay together a little more firmly. So we started by folding in half, and we're gonna go ahead and spin George face up here and fold in half again. Make sure your folds are nice and clean, edge to edge there, and commit a really firm crease on these edges here. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of show you a little detail here and kind of a little bit of a trick to help this model come out a little more precisely. And the first fold you did when you folded it in half is right here in the center of the bill. And our next step is going to be folding these top folded edges to that center line that you just folded, that center crease. And when I do this, I'm going to go ahead and leave a small little gap. I'm not going to fold right up to that crease, but fold about 1 millimeter away from it. And I'll show you why later on here in the model here. So I'm going to fold right up next to that line, but leaving about 1 millimeter. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see this. So here's the crease in the center, and I'm going to leave just a little bit of a gap right there. And you're folding it basically just like an airplane, like a paper airplane, and just fold it up right there. Put a really firm crease. I'm going to back out here again, and put a really firm crease on there, and repeat on the other side of the bill. Bring that up to the center line. Leave a little bit of a crease. I mean, a little bit of a gap right there, and put a really firm crease down. All right, and there we have it so far. Now we're going to rotate this model, and we're going to be folding this short folded edge to the center here. And when I fold this folded edge to the center, I'm going to match this folded edge to the edge of this flap here, to this center flap here, not to the middle of the bill. So go ahead and take that short edge, bring it up, fold it right up next to parallel with that bottom fold on that flap there, and give a really firm crease, and repeat on this side again, only folding up to this edge. This is going to leave about 1 millimeter gap in the center here, so just kind of hold that down, fold this up, and if you did this correctly, it's going to look like a paper airplane right here. And as you notice, there's a small gap running through the center here, just like that. All right. Okay, now for our next step, I'm gonna turn this model over here to the left, and I'm going to be folding these flaps, top and bottom, from this point here to this point here, at the bottom of this little triangle shape right here. So straight across from point to point, as you can see right there. I'm going to fold this. I'm going to fold these flaps over, and I'm doing a pre-crease at this point. So I'm bringing this flap over to that line. You can bring it right up to that line, and it's going to fold across just like that. Make sure that's clear for everybody. Do a really firm crease on there. Open that back up, and repeat on this side of the dollar bill. Just fold that up, fold that corner up, and bring it right up to the edge there, going right across. Do a really firm crease. You can use a bone folder, your fingernail, whatever you want to use, and open that back up. So you have these two pre-creases here. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and continue by taking this top flap and then just folding it down over. And if you made that gap like I showed you earlier, you should have a really nice even fold that goes right across just like that. Okay, I'm gonna kind of reaffirm this a little bit again here, and this is what we have so far. And the next step is to fold this bottom part where you already have the crease. We're gonna just tuck that in and kind of reaffirm that fold that's already there. And when you do that, you're just kind of spinning that up. As you can see, the shape's already coming into form here. So you're just bringing this piece that you already have the pre-crease and folding it up. And with the model folded in half, you can already see that it's starting to turn into that shape of the boot, just like that. Very simple model. And our next step is we're gonna take these two raw edges right here, and we're gonna fold them down to this folded edge on the bottom here. And you're just gonna line that up just like that. Make sure it's even and crease it really good. And as you can see, that will line up with this top folded edge up here pretty nicely. If you're using different size paper, you might have a little bit of extra room here like that, and you could just fold that underneath. Otherwise, with a dollar bill shape, it comes out pretty even just like that. Okay, very simple model, and we're going to continue here. And the next step is basically, we're almost done here. We're just going to take this folded edge and we're going to roll it over, and we're going to tuck it into this pocket. Sorry about that. We're going to tuck it into this pocket that's already there. And it's kind of a tight pocket, but you can just kind of open it up a little bit and just fold that right in there and just roll it right up in there. And if you folded this pretty nicely, it's going to come out really even. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and reaffirm my crease again. Just reaffirming these creases because dollar bills have a tendency to kind of unfold. And there we have our boot. And it's now to continue on, we're going to just kind of shape this. And the way you shape it is you just kind of open the top here, stick your finger in there, and just kind of open it up and round it out a little bit. You can see that's the top of the boot there. And you can do that to your taste. And we're gonna take, as you can see, the bottom gap here, we're gonna kind of open that a little and just grab the tip, and we're gonna bring the tip of the boot over, kind of fold it over and round it out like the tip of a shoe, just like that. And you have a nice little point to the boot there. And also on this model, I like to kind of round out the bottom part here. And I just kind of like round out the bottom of the shoe to make it a little more level, giving it a round backing like that. And this can be folded back and forth to where you get it centered. And there you have your boot. Very simple model, very easy model to make. Great for tipping. And there you have it. And make another one, and you have yourself a pair of boots. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. Leave comments below, suggestions below. Hit the notification button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and I will be continuing with some more simple models and also some more dollar bill models really quick here in the future. And thank you for viewing, and thank you.